persist in the assumption until it hardens into fact. The definition of belief is assume something to be true. So you must persist in the assumption until it hardens into fact. So how do we persist in the assumption when we don't have any 3D proof? How do we persist until we actually physically get our desire? What do we need to do to persist so that we can be with the love of our life? This is Susie, your beautiful Swan Queen. Welcome back to the garden. I'm tired this morning. I have 2 bathrooms in the studio to go, and I'm done painting. Yes! Today, I'm not painting a thing. I am taking the day off, and I'm going to clean and do a little bit of organizing and spend some time with my daughter and little one. But I have decided that I am going to persist in the assumption it is done. Well, I already know what it's going to look like when it's done. I already know what it needs to be done. I just need to continue in doing. Well, this is a physical act. So painting is an actual physical act that I have to get up on a ladder. I've got to roll out the paint. But when you are manifesting the love of your life, when you want to get back together with that specific person, you have to persist in your assumption. You're going to have doubts. You're going to have moments of, am I doing the wrong thing? I'm doing everything and I don't see proof. I'm doing X, Y, Z and nothing's changed. He told me, she said, blah, 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 blah. I hate the blah, 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 blah. Couple of things you need to know. I have 1,012 clients over the last 6 years. All but one of them have told me that when they were manifesting the love of their life back, that their love of their life was thinking about them, that they loved them and they missed them as much as the person who was actually doing the manifesting loved and missed their person. So your person is thinking about you. Your person wants to be with you. You just haven't made it natural yet. You just haven't clicked. And because you haven't clicked, it's not here. So you must persist. You must use the tools, the techniques, the tips to be able to stay living from the end. Well, here's the problem. If you're mentally arguing with them in your head, you're not living from the end. If you are having issues with them, you're not living from the end. If you are telling your best friend what a douchebag they are or an idiot they are, and you are not following it up by something amazing. My boyfriend is a douchebag to everybody but me. My boyfriend is an idiot to everybody but me. I am so blessed. I'm so lucky. You need to finish that sentence in a different direction, that he is that way to everybody but you. Because if you're saying he's an idiot or he's a douchebag, you're not with him. Congratulations. That word is keeping him out the door. You can't focus on getting a text message. You can't focus on them knocking on the door. You have to go to your end, and you have to talk to yourself mentally. Because if you're telling your best friend and they're like, fuck him, screw her, get over it, move on. If you're posting on Facebook groups and watching 20 million YouTube videos and they're telling you to manifest attacks and you gotta have communication, you haven't talked in X number of days, so you have to do this. No. Stop. Pick one guru and follow that guru for 30 to 60 days. And do everything that person says. But if that person's videos are telling you 5 different things to manifest the love of your life, get somebody to chase you, and they're giving you different tips and techniques that are messing in the middle, you don't want to follow that person. You don't. Because messing in the middle is what is delaying your manifestation. You're persisting in the assumption, but if you're messing in the middle, you're not living from the end. You can't want a cup of coffee and have a cup of coffee. You can't want the love of your life and have the love of your life unless you have the love of your life and you want to go out tonight. That's different. And if anybody asks me why that's different, I'm going to tell you straight up, you don't have them, because you would understand what I mean. You have a child, you can want another one. You have a house, you can want another one. You can have a car and want another one. But you cannot have your specific person and want your specific person at the same time. You can want to do things with them. So I am manifesting the love of my life back. And they're in quiet time. We're not talking, we're in separation. You literally have to stay on point with your mental diet. You have to create a scene. If it's a guy, a simple scene would be walking up behind her, wrapping your arms around her back, kissing so that they come across her stomach, kiss her on the neck, tell her you love her, and say happy anniversary. Pick the happy 5th anniversary. I love you, happy 5th anniversary, as your arms are wrapped around her and your hands are on her stomach. It's a simple scene, but implies you're celebrating your 5th anniversary, and it's a happy anniversary. It's a connection you would have to her. So what you're sending out to the one consciousness is that connection. You're sending that feeling of love and happiness, and that's what they're receiving from you. That's your scene. Everybody says pick a scene. You can do multiple scenes. The problem is when we start getting into multiple scenes, if you're not an expert at manifesting a specific person back, you can sit on the counter and have coffee with your specific person and be making breakfast every morning. But if you're mad at them, you're going to mentally argue with them. If you are upset with somebody else in the family, you're going to be ranting about it with them. Instead of asking them cute questions or having a funny conversation, you're going to be putting an energy out there that's going to repel them. So simplify your scene. But the scene has to be about you being happy in the scene and something you are doing for them that is connecting to them. Now, I'm not a guy, so I can't tell you if I were to walk up behind the love of my life and wrap my arms around him, kiss him on the neck and say, I love you, happy anniversary, if that's going to connect with him as well as it would with a woman. But I'm going to tell you, with a woman, that's probably one of the most intimate things you can do that can create a connection. For a guy, I don't use the guy. I literally don't. I create a scene with somebody else, like the telephone conversation. And I would be calling my daughter from the balcony on Paris, going, we just landed. The view's absolutely spectacular from the hotel room. I will call you tomorrow. Love you. Well, I'm telling my daughter we just landed in Paris. I'm on the balcony on celebrating my anniversary. I mean, she's going to say something to the effect of happy anniversary. And it's going to be simple. Because I'm going to my daughter, it takes him out of the scene and it makes it 100% about me, and it's a done deal. You can email, you can text somebody, you can post on Facebook. There are so many other things you need to do. But it doesn't have to be them in the scene. Because if I'm getting a puppy, I'm messaging my best friend. Hey, I got a puppy, come check her out. If I got a new car, I'm going to be messaging my two sons who are car guys. Hey, come check out my new car. I'm going to be doing something, but not necessarily with the love of my life. And if I take the love of my life out of the equation, I got rid of all the resistance. I got rid of all the stress. I got rid of all the doubts. Because everything I tell my daughter always comes true. I have such a great knack for myself having mental conversations with my daughter that everything I tell her comes to pass. I always get everything I tell her that's going to come to pass in my mental diet. So conversations, text messages, emails sent to somebody besides the person you are trying to manifest is a way you get around your resistance and your blocks, and it allows you to persist in the assumption. Imagine you are in the lunchroom with your best friend at work, especially women, because we love to gossip. I had an amazing night with my husband last night. Life with him is just beyond blissful. But don't go to the lunchroom today at lunch and say, hey, Ash, I had dinner with Jared last night, if it's not true, because she's going to know it's not true. But what you can do, tell nobody. Keep it a secret. Keep it in your head. Don't be blabbing it out to 20 million people unless you are asking 20 million people for advice. And if you want advice from 20 million people, you're going to get so messed up because you're going to get 20 million different responses. And a lot of them are going to be, are you an idiot? Why would you want him back? He's an ex for a reason. She's an ex for a reason. Get over it. Move on. You deserve better. Why waste your time putting all that effort and energy? Just create something new. God has better plans for you. These are going to be reasons people are going to give you. So if you don't tell anybody you're manifesting the love of your life back, nobody can doubt you. Nobody can be a naysayer. You are sitting there going, hey, I'm manifesting this person back and I have these manifesting buddies. Well, are those manifesting buddies on a level that can help you get them back? Or are they on the same level as you? Are you bitching and moaning and griping? Or are you actually doing strategies to get your end result? How are they helping you live from the end? If they're not helping you live from the end, don't talk to them about it. You have to persist in the assumption until it hardens into fact. But the least people who know what you are doing, the better. Once you get it, you can blast it on social media. Celebrities get manifested by women, male celebrities especially. A woman will manifest them, and they will tell you, my wife manifested me. Don't keep it a secret once you get with them. I am so glad we got back together. I cleaned up my shit, and I really wanted you back together, so I am so glad you let me manifest you back together. You're making it fun and entertaining. Entertain yourself. That's going to be the biggest key when you are manifesting a specific person. Don't be sitting there thinking, oh, I'm not talking to him today, and he's ignoring me. He forgot about me. The seed's been dug up. I got to go back to square one. No, it's planted. It's watered. It's raining today, so I don't need to water the seed today because it rained and Mother Nature did it for me. So I get to go spend the day with my daughter and little one and clean my apartment. I have to go to Walmart too because I need to get those things where you can put them on the back of the hooks that hang on the wall so that they don't damage the wall, to hang my curtains back up. But other than that, I'm just taking a day. I'm going to rest. I'm going to recuperate. I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor. How many people actually take a day? I understand we can't do a spa day. I understand we can't go get our nails done and our hair done. Guys, you can still go fishing. If you're manifesting, you can go fishing. If you are a jock and you like to exercise and you can't go to the gym, go outside, find a hill, and do lunges up the hill, and then sprint down. And then lunges up the hill, and then sprint down. You're going to get a good leg day workout. Do squats. Do push-ups. Do something, not to distract yourself, but when you're doing those things, take what Tony Robbins taught, the fist pump, and repeat your phrase that you have, that short little phrase. Isn't it wonderful? I am happily married to Jared. Isn't it wonderful I'm happily married to Jared? Isn't it wonderful I'm happily married to Jared? I don't know how I'm happily married to Jared, but I am. I am happily married to Jared. Any phrase that you can shorten and repeat when you're doing your workout. Tony Robbins did it for absolutely everything in his life. He did it for absolutely everything. He goes and works out and he does his fist pump. There are people who do Tony Robbins fist pump before they go out for a big event. They'll get themselves all psyched up because they are revving their engines. The more emotion you can put into feeling it real. So feeling it real. If you walk down the hallway of your new house and you ran your fingers on either side of the wall, you would know what it sounds like. But if you walked into that same house and you cat scratched a chalkboard, you'd go, ooh, I don't want to be in this house. But if you run your fingers across the walls, you felt it. There's a cute little saying that I don't even know where it started, but it's been around my whole life. My family used to say it. If you lick it, it's yours. So if you picked up a popsicle and you licked it and you didn't like the popsicle, it was yours. If you got ice cream and you didn't like it and you licked it, it was yours. Somebody made a joke one time. I want that car. If I lick the car, is it mine? They're like, I don't think so. Well, I thought the rules were if I licked it, it was mine. Well, you can use that to your advantage. I mean, you kissed him, he's mine. You dated him, he's mine. I'm not done with him. I mean, there's lots of cute phrases you can pick that helps you persist in the assumption until it hardens into fact. Because it has to harden it into it has to harden into fact in order for you to believe it. Oh, I'm doing singing lessons too today. I just remembered. Yes, I like my singing lessons. They're fun. I can't have, do, or be anything I want and think about it once and expect it to show up. I have to change the story. I have to persist in the new story. Neville says it's like putting on a new suit. When you put that suit on first, and it's with women, it's a new dress. You feel awkward. You feel a little uncomfortable. You're wondering if everybody's looking at you. And then the next thing you know, you've worn it for the second time, the third time, the fourth time, and you square your shoulders back. You walk out the door and you have a smile on your face and you're like, I love my new clothes. These are freaking awesome. And you are just going forward as natural as can be. And that's what you need to do when you're manifesting the love of your life. You need to put that clothes on that makes you feel really good, really amazing, and just walk forward and know that the whole world is looking at you and going, wow, that person looks absolutely beautiful. You can see it. And when you get to that natural state, they're going to show up. But don't worry about the other thoughts, the feelings, the doubts. Redirect them into the direction you want to go. Yeah, I used to think Jared was an idiot, but now he's my hero. Yeah, I used to think Jared didn't do anything for me, but now he spoils me. And the reason he spoils me is because he brings me flowers and chocolates, and he's always opening doors for me. He's introducing me as the love of his life. I like that. He introduces me as the love of his life. He looks at me like I am the only woman in the world. And you can build reasons why that person loves you. And the more you can build on that, you're sending out to the one consciousness, I have this amazing person. Of course they want to be with me. And if they want to be with me, they're showing up. And if they're showing up, I hardly did any work. You guys have an amazing day. I'm going to go enjoy my coffee, my singing lessons, and my 2 girls today. Subscribe, smash the like button. As always, share my videos and tell me why what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.